Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoy this or any of the stories, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you. Short story 153. The new flatmate. London was a whirlwind for Maya. Having just arrived from a small town in India, the bustling streets, towering buildings and constant noise were overwhelming. She missed her family and familiar surroundings, but excitement bubbled beneath the nerves. This new city held opportunities she wouldn't have back home. Maya had found a flat to share with two others in a vibrant area called Camden. She clutched the crumpled address in her hand, navigating the labyrinth streets with her backpack feeling heavy on her shoulders. Finally, she spotted a colourful building with peeling paint. Her new home. Taking a deep breath, she climbed the creaky stairs to the second floor. A hand-painted sign said, "Flat 2." And she knocked hesitantly. The door creaked open to reveal a young woman with bright red hair and a friendly smile that crinkled the corners of her eyes. "Hi, you must be Maya," she chirped. "I'm Sarah. Come in." She ushered Maya into a small but cheerful flat. Sunlight streamed through the window, illuminating a mismatch of furniture. A plush floral armchair sat next to a sleek, modern coffee table. The walls adorned with a colourful tapestry from Sarah's travels and a collection of framed posters showcasing Liam's graphic design talents. A young man with messy brown hair emerged from the kitchen. Wiping his hands on a dishcloth, he had paint splatters on his fingers, evidence of his creative work. "This is Liam," Sarah said, "our new flatmate." Liam grinned, his smile revealing a chipped front tooth. "Welcome, Maya. We've been waiting for you." Over a mug of tea much stronger than Maya was used to, and served in mismatched mugs, they chatted. Sarah, with her passion for books, worked in a charming independent bookstore tucked away on a quiet side street. Liam, whose love for visuals translated into his work, was a freelance graphic designer, often hunched over his laptop at the kitchen table. Both were originally from London, and their knowledge of the city proved invaluable in the days that followed. They were curious about India, peppering Maya with questions about her life back home. She, in turn, regaled them with tales of bustling spice markets, vibrant festivals, and the comforting aroma of homemade tea, simmering on the stove. The initial awkwardness melted away as they laughed at each other's jokes and fumbled through some Hindi phrases Maya taught them, their attempts punctuated by both amusement and frustration. The days that followed were a blur of exploration. Sarah and Liam became her guides, showing her the iconic landmarks like Buckingham Palace, its grandeur both awe-inspiring and humbling. Big Ben's deep chime echoed through the city, a familiar landmark from countless movies, now a reality for Maya. They wandered through the bustling markets of Camden, a sensory overload of sights, sounds and smells. Maya marvelled at the handmade crafts on display, trinkets that whispered stories of faraway lands. Street performers juggled flaming batons, their artistry drawing a crowd that included a wide-eyed Maya. On weekends they ventured further afield, exploring the historic city of Oxford, its cobbled streets lined with grand university buildings and bookstores overflowing with the scent of old paper. They wandered through the Bodleian Library, its hushed halls filled with the weight of centuries of knowledge. A day trip to the charming seaside town of Brighton offered a change of pace. They walked along the pebble beach, the cool sea breeze whipping at their hair as they watched gulls swoop and dive. Fish and chips, wrapped in newspaper, tasted like the perfect end to a day by the sea. One evening they sat in the flat, the aroma of takeaway curries filling the air. The mismatched table, usually covered in books and design projects, was now crowded with takeaway boxes, overflowing with fragrant rice, colourful vegetable dishes, and a selection of curries. Mild for Sarah, medium for Liam, and extra spicy for Maya. A taste of home amidst the foreign. Maya was struggling with a homework assignment for her English class. "This sentence just doesn't sound right," she sighed, frustration creasing her brow. Liam peered over her shoulder. "Let me see." He patiently explained the verb tenses, pointing out examples in the text with a comfortable familiarity that put Maya at ease. Sarah, who loved writing, chimed in with additional tips, her enthusiasm for language infectious. With their help, the assignment became clearer. As Maya continued her studies in the following weeks, she found comfort in having them around. They helped her understand slang phrases that left her bewildered, corrected her pronunciation with good-natured teasing that made her laugh, and celebrated her progress, however small, offering words of encouragement that warmed her like a cup of strong, milky tea. The kind Sarah introduced her to, a perfect afternoon pick-me-up. Life wasn't always smooth sailing. There were moments when Maya felt a pang of homesickness, missing the familiar warmth of her family and the comforting routine of her life back in India. Navigating the complex transport system with its sprawling underground network and double-decker buses proving to be a challenge in itself. But whenever she felt overwhelmed, there were Sarah and Liam. They offered a shoulder to cry on, a helping hand to decipher a confusing map, or just a comforting cup of tea and a listening ear. One sunny afternoon they were picnicking in Hyde Park, a vast expanse of green in the heart of the city. Maya lay on a checkered blanket, watching fluffy white clouds drift across the endless blue sky. Families laughed nearby, children squealed with delight as they chased pigeons, and dogs bounded after frisbees thrown by their owners. A sense of peace settled over her, a feeling she hadn't experienced since arriving in London. She looked around at Sarah and Liam, their faces relaxed and happy, and felt a surge of warmth. London wasn't just a city anymore, it was starting to feel like home. "Thank you, guys," she said, her voice thick with emotion, "for everything." Sarah and Liam smiled, their faces radiating genuine warmth. "We're your flatmates," Sarah said simply. "That's what friends are for." Maya knew they were right. In this bustling city, far from everything familiar, she had found a new kind of family, a support system built on shared experiences, laughter, and a pot of strong tea. And that, she realized with a newfound confidence, was the greatest adventure of all. Now London was not just a place to live, it was a place to grow, to discover, and to belong. Vocabulary notes. Whirlwind. Noun. A situation or period of great activity and confusion. Bustling. Adjective. Full of activity and noise. Towering. Adjective. Very tall and impressive. Labyrinth. Adjective. Having a complex, confusing layout like a maze. Crumbling. Adjective. Falling apart or becoming weak. Mismatched. Adjective. Not similar or fitting together well. Thrilled. Adjective. Very excited and happy. Peppering. Verb. Asking someone a series of quick questions. Regaled. Verb. Entertain someone with stories. Sensory overload. Noun. An overwhelming amount of stimulation for the senses, sight, sound, smell, taste and touch. Cobbled. Adjective. Made of small rounded stones. Hushed. Adjective. Very quiet. Fragrant. Adjective. Having a pleasant smell. Bewildered. Adjective. Confused and puzzled. Vast. Adjective. Very large in size or amount. Surge. Noun. A sudden strong feeling or wave of something. Accommodation vocabulary. Flat. Noun. An apartment, used in British English. Hand painted. Adjective. Painted by hand, not by a machine. Mugs. Noun. Cups with handles, usually used for hot drinks. Takeaway. Noun. Food that is brought from a restaurant or shop to be eaten somewhere else. Emotional vocabulary. Overwhelmed. Adjective. Feeling that you have too much to deal with. Homesick. Adjective. Missing your home and family. Frustration. Noun. Annoyance caused by difficulty or problems. Comfort. Noun. A feeling of peace and security. Enthusiasm. Noun. Strong positive feelings about something. Peace. Noun. A state of calmness and quiet. Warmth. Noun. A feeling of friendliness and kindness. London-specific vocabulary. Camden. A vibrant area in London known for its markets and alternative culture. Buckingham Palace. The official residence of the British monarch in London. Big Ben. The nickname for the clock tower of the Houses of Parliament in London. Oxford. A historic city northwest of London, famous for its university. Brighton. A seaside town south of London, known for its beaches and pier. Hyde Park. One of the largest public parks in central London. Additional notes. The story uses informal language such as chirped and fumbled to create a friendly tone. Some words have different meanings in British English compared to American English. For example, flat means apartment, and takeaway means take out food. Story written by Google Bard AI. Image created by desgo.com AI. Please check out my new blog at www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.